Sonny. Oh God, I am so excited to be here because now you know that I have ventured from being an actor. I have written my own script and now we've produced a web series. And I have,
That's amazing. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it too, but that's the reason I thought this is the best time to be talking to you about this, because I'm also a little bit concerned the way AI is really going to shape our entire industry. And obviously, you're like the AI expert, the best person to give me all the answers.
Well, it's interesting that you said concerned instead of excited. I know a lot of people are very curious about how AI is going to affect their industry. And I've seen you going from doing acting, now producing your own web series. Congratulations again.
You so
That's
much.
amazing.
Thank you.
It's a lot of work. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of moving parts and getting that right. But yeah, you said concern instead of excited, just rightfully so. I mean, a lot of people in their own industries are very concerned about how it's going to affect them.
Yeah.
Even now in your industry, there's going to be massive changes. There are already changes. We see that it's reached a point a year ago. If I told you that you can generate entire scenes in movies or videos that could be uploaded on YouTube almost instantly, you probably would not have believed me.
Yeah, that's true.
But now we see all of those videos popping up about like the animal videos, cat videos, animals talking, people stealing packages and those packages blowing up.
Yeah.
And if you notice, all of those videos start with one type of video. So it's people standing on the side of the roads and interviewing people.
Yeah.
And they've done so many different variations of that they've kind of perfected it.
Correct.
And then they moved on to a different type of video. Then you see animals talking or animals going in like the ocean and there's a storm.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of variations of that. And now you see a lot of videos about people going and stealing packages. What's happening behind the scenes is they're training almost every type of scene that you can think of.
That's true. Yeah.
Eventually what will happen is they're making a different, think of it like a car, right? And they're trying to perfect each part of that car. So they start with the tires and then they start with the steering wheel, right? And then they work on the steering wheel, then they'll move on to the seats, they'll move on to a different part of that car. Eventually, when that car is built, it's gonna go and leave everybody else behind.
That's the scary part. Now you know why I said concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
We all already see the big tech giants building things like VO3. Every company is working on their own version of this Mid-Journey. There's some great voice tools like 11 Labs. There's a lot more than I'm mentioning, but a lot of big companies working on this. So we're going to see a major shift in your industry, massive shift where movies will be generated almost instantly, entire movies.
Yeah, and that makes me wonder, right? See, now my concern is not just as a producer or a writer, but even as an actor. That's my concern. Am I not going to be acting anymore in the future?
Well, if I was an actor, I would seriously be thinking about how AI is going to affect my job. And what I would do, it's going to affect actors massively, good and bad. So I'll tell you, the good, I think, personally, I think the good outweighs the bad, but I'll explain and then you tell me if you agree with me or not. If I was an actor, what I would do right now is I would be making an AI clone of me, even though actors are very against this. It's evolution, it's happening. It's happening anyway. But so what I would do is kind of get in front of it and make an AI clone of myself and focus on going to production companies and licensing my likeness to them. So as an actor, I can be in multiple movies, multiple places at the same time. And one thing actors would love is I can stay the same age kind of forever. So my peak age, and my peak acting time, every actor has their peak, right?
Of course, yeah.
If you take that peak and create a likeness of that peak, you can go to production houses and say, I may not be acting because now I understand that you're going to be making AI generated movies. because that's where the industry is going to shift.
Okay.
Over the next 10 years, let's say, 10, 15 years,
I get it.
it'll shift there.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm one of the first people that is licensing my likeness and making money on that.
I understand that. But what I want to really know is that the likeness, are the audience going to feel the same emotions, the same feelings for an actor, like in real life? Let's say Shah Rukh Khan, okay, he's my favorite. But I watch a movie of his and it is AI generated. It's not him. Am I still going to feel the same for him?
It's a great question. So before we had movies on the screen, people used to go and watch live performances. For centuries, they did this. And that was the place where actors performed in front of an audience and you can see their emotions live.
Yeah.
Now, when TV came out and they can be on a screen, the same question I'm sure was asked. I'm not sure, but I'm sure the same question was asked. The same question was asked at that time. Would you feel the same emotions? Because you're watching somebody live, and will I feel the same thing watching them artificially on a screen? Well, I mean, I think we can answer that question today.
Of course.
Yes, you do feel that.
Yeah.
So to answer your question,
I think you
Yes,
never know,
you will
but you
feel
never
that.
know. See, but I still know that those people are real.
no.
I mean, would you feel the same for a robot who's like working in your house as for a human? See, the emotions I don't feel can ever be the same.
Again, I'll tell you the plus and the minus. Robot working in the house, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to
course,
happen
yeah.
very soon. I don't think this is 20, 30 years away
Yeah.
because we're building these systems
Of
today
course, yeah.
at Arcitect, right? And we're doing the programming behind these systems. I think it's going to happen over the next 10 years. In
Yeah.
a small version,
Yeah.
you'll have robots in your house that do your cleaning, washing dishes, doing your laundry. It'll start with things like that. And it won't be like your traditional robot. It won't be like a humanoid robot, I should say. It will be a robot that performs these actions. The plus point there is a robot will never get tired.
Yeah.
Doesn't have, I wouldn't have to pay it on an hourly basis or monthly, weekly, monthly basis. I don't have to give that robot any kind of benefits. I don't have to deal with the human emotions. It's programmed to do its job, and that's it. So to answer your questions, I won't feel the same. I might feel better about it. So because I don't have to deal with anything.
But I get that. But here we are talking about generating the same emotions that we feel for our actor, our guru, or a god that we see on screen. When he cries, we cry. When he laughs, we fall in love, right? That I still feel somehow, somewhere, I don't think AI is really going to cut it. But
it's getting really good. And it will get to the point where if you see Shah Rukh Khan in his prime, maybe I'm a massive Shah Rukh Khan fan. I don't want to see Shah Rukh Khan playing those grandfather roles. That's not what I see him as that lover boy, right?
I
From
get it.
his early movies. If I can always see him in that, and even for Shah Rukh Khan or Salman or any one of the big actors, if you look at Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, all of these guys in their prime,
yeah,
if we can capture those moments and always watch them just like they were in their prime, I'll probably watch all of their movies.
really?
So a big production house might be sitting there thinking, if I have the ability to get Brad Pitt in his prime doing this action movie, making another 5 Mission Impossibles movies with Tom Cruise, why not do it? I would do it. And it'll be so good that nobody will be able to tell. If you watch some of our videos today, from the first time that we made those AI avatar videos to now, it's gotten to a point where it's almost very difficult to tell. And we're still in the beginning of this entire AI revolution.
The new age.
This new,
Yeah.
we're right in the beginning of it. In a year from now, that avatar won't be sitting somewhere anymore. Actually, it's already being done, right? I can make an avatar of myself walking, talking, and it'll be very hard to tell if that's me or not. So naturally, the way, at the speed, at the rate that it's progressing, 4 or 5 years down the line, it's not crazy to think that an entire movie could be generated with my likeness.
Of course, it'll be generated. My question is still going to be, are we going to feel the emotions or not? But probably
Absolutely.
we'll have this conversation
yeah.
10 years later.
I would say 100%. But
So
that's my opinion.
now I've come prepared with a list of questions.
Okay.
All right, because I have so many.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're like the perfect person to tell me all about it. First, I want to talk about what's AI's role in film and media today? Like, how do we benefit from it? Because, as you know, I just produced a series and obviously we went way over budget. And I wish I knew a lot of areas because it was also new for us where we could have probably saved on. And I just didn't have the right information. So as a production house, I know it's going to benefit me a lot,
Yep.
but I do want to hear it from you.
It's already being, AI is already in production of movies. There are a lot of parts of movies, not a lot, I would say some parts, in special effects, things that normally would have taken a team of designers, engineers to create, can now be done in minutes. And then that is being implemented and integrated into movies.
Yeah.
We see major companies making full AI commercials now that weren't done before.
That weren't done before.
One of these commercials was in the Super Bowl. One that I know, I'm sure there were a lot more, but you'll see the entire advertising industry shifting to using AI content. You still need, that fame. So why did content creators take over actors in advertising? Before it was major actors that you would go to and say, I have this watch, I want you to be my brand ambassador. That shifted in the last 10 years, I would say, to content creators. Why? Because they have a lot more views today.
Correct.
And if I told you 10 years ago, content creators would take over actors and get bigger brand deals than actors, you would think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like if I told you that a content creator that's starting doing crazy reel videos and posting them on Instagram or TikTok would get a bigger brand deal than one of your major movie stars. At that time, you would have said the same thing that you're kind of saying right now, which is it won't happen. Today, I'm telling you, 10 years before it happens, that the actors this is going to happen.
Okay. So basically, we are going to be jobless. I mean, that's what you're trying to say, right?
I wouldn't say jobless. I wouldn't say jobless. So if you went to an actor before and convinced them that this is going to happen and told them that you should become a content creator as well, not only on screen, you are a content creator because on screen, the content is being created with you. Start posting on these social media platforms. So you're innovating. Your industry, just like any other industry, innovates.
Yeah.
So if I told you that this is going to happen 10 years from now, and you should start posting regularly to move with the times, then you would still get those brand deals.
Yeah.
So the same thing as for an actor today.
Yeah. But you see, you want to generate the likeness of already an actor who's already established himself.
Yep.
But what about the newcomers? Today, how are they supposed to do what you're saying, and which production house is really going to take them?
Well, there's two ways of looking at newcomers. One, I'm an actor that wants to get it, or I'm a aspiring actor, let's say, and I want to get into this industry. I'll go make my name in content creation. I have platforms today that I can create my content, I can be a little free, and then I can transition that into an AI generated movie where I plug myself in as the lead.
Correct.
And you don't need a team of 100 people anymore, 20 or 30 people. I can do it on my own with AI tools.
Yeah.
I can generate my own movie, I can put it on a platform. If that movie is good, it'll become popular.
Yeah.
Right.
At the end, people should watch it, and that's the aim, right?
So now there's another part of this. I'm not the actor. I'm a very talented designer. And I want to create 10 characters that I have generated who I'm going to make famous, which means I'm going to make their social media platforms. I'm going to put up their content.
Yeah.
These people don't exist. These are avatars.
Yeah.
But they look real, act real, almost more real than human beings.
Yeah.
They never get tired. Right? There are no emotions, there's no tantrums. And I'm going to make them famous. No, so think about it. I'm just a designer, or I'm somewhere in the background. I've produced all of these people. I've created these avatars. So it's not real human beings that are going to be stars in the future. They'll be digital avatars.
That's what I'm saying.
So to answer your question, yes.
That's what I said. So hence when I said jobless, it kind of makes sense because that's what you said. There are going to be no stars. They're going to be
There's
avatars.
an opportunity to be created in that. The people that learn this, it could, because we are beyond the point of is it going to happen or not.
It is
going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're beyond that point.
Yeah.
We've already seen proof of that on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
So if I know it's going to happen, then I'm going to start working towards the future. I'll have a short-term plan and I'll have a long-term plan. Short-term, I'll continue doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to start working towards that long-term plan. Making AI avatars for myself, but because it's not going to happen in the first go. And I'm going to tweak that. I'm going to tweak that better. I'm going to start putting up some AI-generated content of myself and try to make that popular. So then brands contact me and say, I want to work with you. And it could be my AI likeness because I've created a name for myself. And I would be the first one to do it.
So basically you're saying that's what I should be doing.
That's what you should be doing, yeah.
All right.
Become popular before
everyone else does.
Millions of other people do it.
Okay, and before this conversation gets out. All right. So that's for the actor's point of view, right? And now, in the creative field, because as I said, I'm also into script writing and I have written the entire script. Now, my emotions that I have written, obviously, like, the AI can help me tune it and fine tune it. But what is in my mind and the way I want to tell the story, can AI really do that for me in the script writing world?
In fact, what is in your mind? So there are a couple of ways of approaching this again. One, you can explain to it. Today, you can actually speak to your AI agent that you create and just tell it that this is what's in my mind and go back and forth, have this conversation, and it'll generate a script for you. The other thing that you could do is, if you've written a lot of things in the past, you can just upload that and now it can learn your style of writing.
But this is where, so I did try that because after I had written my entire script, I wanted to just understand because we had this discussion before and you told me to do it. But the way the answers came back to me was not really the way I thought or I felt and I processed that scene. So that scene for me did not work.
Okay. So when you drive a car, again, I'll just use that as an analogy because it's the easiest thing to understand. The first time you sit behind the wheel, it's almost simple where everybody can do it, but not everyone can do it well.
So are you saying I did not do it well?
What that means is I can hold the steering wheel, I push the gas, it'll go forward. But how to turn, how fast I can turn before the car skids, when to stop, when to park properly. All of that comes with a little bit of experience. So you learn driving. Either you go to a driving school, which is what I would recommend, or you learn from experts.
I get it, yes.
If you apply the same thing here, there's something called prompt engineering, and anybody using any AI tool should learn prompt engineering. I would learn it professionally, or today you could watch anything online. You take an online course about prompt engineering. The better you get at prompt engineering, the better results you'll get. Not very difficult to do. Anybody can do it. Within a month, you can actually become an expert in prompt engineering. And so if you learn that, if I was you, what I would do is go back and learn a bit of prompt engineering, kind of become an expert at it, and then try to generate those scripts again. You'll get much better results because now you know how to control it very well. You'll know how to control that AI tool, that AI software, whatever it is, very well. And in the future, every single AI tool that you use will require a bit of prompt engineering.
So it would still require the human touch, right? See, I'm not against.
I think AI is amazing to enhance, augment, add
value to it, but it can't really replace.
Become an extension of human beings.
If used correctly, I feel it's a big asset to have.
So yes, I think human beings will always be there, but the human beings that learn how to use it and become experts at it
Yeah.
are going to completely surpass.
Correct.
the
So
people.
that's exactly what I wanted to know. I mean, it can never replace us, right? Like as actors, as scriptwriters, as producers, directors. As long as we don't get replaced, that's my only concern. And otherwise, I'm pretty excited about this new world that
Well,
we are
it can
in.
replace. It can replace us,
So what about directors?
but
In the same breath, what about a person who's actually on set directing?
well, so I think there's going to be this transition of what's going to happen in the movie industry. When you say a director on set, well, if you look 10 years ahead or 15 years ahead,
Yeah.
there still might be some sets. You might not need any sets anymore. I think the director role is going to turn from being a director
Yeah.
on set to the prompt engineer behind the screen that's directing how this movie is going to be generated. So I think that role is going to change.
I think the way you're saying it, I think it's a future to really look forward to. It's exciting, but where do we draw the line with AI?
Use it responsibly. I think it might require governments to come in or I think, yeah, maybe governments to come in. Maybe there might be some organizations that come in and say, let's set some rules on how it can be used ethically. I think that's very important. You can't just have something so powerful run wild. Unfortunately, because we're in the AI race right now of which company and which country is going to have the most advanced AI tools, it's kind of a free-for-all right now. It's dangerous because bad actors can
become good actors and gain stardom.
well, I mean, I was going to say, that bad actors can use it for pretty bad things. So, yeah.
No, sorry, you tell me.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, now that we're talking about the negative part of it, imagine watching a video of people you know, your loved one, famous people, doing things that they never did. And it's so real that you don't know because you know that it maybe could be AI, you'll doubt it. But someone that's not tech savvy will have no idea that was made up.
And that's scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Because you just don't know who to trust, what to trust anymore.
You can't trust your eyes anymore.
You can't trust your eyes anymore. You know, I see a lot of videos out there and I swear it just looks real. It looks like this is what has actually happened when it's not.
Yeah.
It also puts fear in people.
Yeah, I saw, there are these content creators that go around like shopping malls and supermarkets and take pictures of people and say, did you jump on a shelf?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody wants to say hi. They'll show them the video of themselves and they'll see them like jumping up, grabbing some random person in the supermarket and kissing them. And they're like, this is not me. I never did this.
Yeah.
So that's scary.
That is scary.
And remember, this is just the beginning of it.
Oh, but so now, because it's the beginning of it, and I think I've come to you at the right time. Now, forget being an actor or writer. Now, I just want to make money as a producer. What do you think I should be looking forward to in the future with AI, and how should I combat that?
I don't think you should approach it as I'm looking to make money as a producer.
Yeah.
I think what you should be asking yourself is, what do I want to produce? How can I produce that? So if I ask you, what would you like to produce?
Romantic comedies, romantic dramas. I would want to produce that.
So if I was you, I would have a short-term plan, long-term plan,
Okay.
and a transition plan in place. Your short-term plan is do what you're doing right now, as long as you can do that and try to make a name for yourself, a name for your brand. At the same time, behind the scenes, work on your long-term plan today. Don't wait. Start generating within your production house. Start maybe have one or two people and yourself learn how to make AI content. Okay. So eventually what will happen is today you have 100% of content that's manually shot.
Yeah.
In the future, that'll go to 90% and 10% AI content, then transition to 20% and then 30% and 40% until you go to 100%. Do not wait for people to get to that 100% and then you have to start at zero. Because chances are you won't be able to anymore at that point. It'll be done.
That is the scary part.
Yeah.
And I think we all now need to be prepared for the future because this is honestly the real world that we are living in.
Yes,
It's the new world.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's gone beyond a point of no return.
Oh, God.
AI is not going to stop. We have a guest.
We have a
today.
guest today. Yeah, AI is not going to
Yeah.
stop. With all
AI is not
with
stopping.
all the negatives that it has, I think it has, from what I have gathered today, it has a lot more positives
Yep.
if used correctly.
Yep.
Okay, so there's one question that's been playing heavily on my mind, and also because I'm a little partial towards actors, is that how do you see actors finding work?
When the internet became a big thing in that
Yeah.
internet age, the entire music industry got affected.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Singers used to make most of their revenue at that time by selling singles, CDs.
Oh, yeah.
For the people that remember that
Yeah.
that entire time. Then they shifted to selling their singles online, and then YouTube came, and it was easy to access their videos, and all of these streaming platforms, music streaming platforms, popped up. Suddenly, the entire music industry shifted from making most of their revenue from selling singles to live performances. At that time, for the people that remember, tickets to live performances were cheaper because they would promote their CDs with their live performances. But after the internet happened and it became easy to watch videos as many times as you'd like, listen to that singer's music as many times as you'd like, they stopped making money. So now they spend thousands of dollars going to concerts, hundreds or thousands of dollars going to concerts, and that became, again, a massive revenue generator. So if we apply the same thing to the AI age, how I see actors finding jobs is, I think it's going to shift to more live performances. That'll keep actors, make actors popular, keep established actors popular as well, because there'll be like bigger Broadway shows, bigger theater shows. Maybe a famous actor is coming to Mumbai, and there'll be a live performance, and then they'll charge a lot of money for that. So I see live performances becoming a big thing again, and because they're popular, now they can license their likeness while they're doing a show in Mumbai. Some production company in LA is using that actor's likeness to create this action movie.
Got it. So
Or
basically
romance
it's all
movie.
connected.
It's all connected,
It's
yeah.
all connected.
So they need to, so to answer your question, I feel like live performances is going to become a big thing, and that's how actors stay relevant, popular.
But again, then it boils down to the fact that if it's a new actor and he doesn't have the stardom yet, who is really going to go and watch him?
Great question.
How do you get popular?
Yeah, so great question. So as these live performances become bigger and bigger and bigger, all of the other actors, you have your supporting actors. If you're not the main, there might be a couple of main actors or a couple of supporting actors. You might have a new actor that's one of the main characters in that play, in that live play. Now, they become popular because millions of people, while they're doing their tour,
Got it.
millions of people are watching them, and now they become popular. That's how I feel that industry is going to have a major shift.
Okay. And what about AI changing the way audiences interact, with content like on streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime?
That's a great question. I feel like we're eventually going to get to a stage where I'm not really sure if this is 10 years out or 15. I don't envision it being more than 10 to 15 years out, somewhere in this time period, where today you go put Netflix on and you watch a movie that is created by a production house, right? I feel like it's going to shift to user-generated content in real life.
Really? What do you mean by that?
Picture this. I'm going to watch Netflix.
Okay.
I turn on Netflix
Yeah.
and I want to watch an action movie because I love watching action movies.
Yeah.
I'll choose that actor. Let's say it's a movie with Tom Cruise and Jennifer Aniston, for example. I'll choose both those actors because they have licensed their likeness to Netflix so people can generate their content. I'll choose the genre, and let's say I have about 90 minutes to watch this, an hour and a half to watch this. I'll choose 90 minutes, and I've chosen my actors, chosen the genre. Let's say it's an action thriller movie, right? I can even add things in the middle that I'd like to see, some plot twists. And the time, and the movie is generated in real time. It looks like that.
Wow. So, okay, so in the same breath
Yeah.
that we are talking about this is a little bit sentimental, a little controversial topic, but what about the actors that have passed away? I mean, firstly, as audience, would we want to see the likelihood of our actors who have passed away on screen again? And how do you think that's going to come across?
Yeah, so that's a very controversial question, and I know that this is something that people have been talking. In fact, in Architect, we're working on. We already do avatar work, as you can see. My avatar is talking about the latest in AI news.
I thought I was going to be in a conversation with your avatar until I saw you in the makeup room. I was like, okay.
So yeah, we're already working with avatars. We create avatars. We create some of the best avatars. Now I'm not saying it because of my company. I mean, you
No,
see,
you do look good in your avatar.
yeah, it's gotten to a point where we just don't know if some of them are real or fake unless you have to really scrutinize. Someone that is not tech savvy would not be able to pick that up at all, right? So yeah, so this is a very controversial topic, and I know a few companies are already working on this. Actors that not only have passed away, but actors that are retired can now come back, like we were talking about before, to their peak. And the actors that have passed away, some of the greatest actors in the world, you can see them again live on screen in this generated content. And their families or whoever has the rights to them can generate that extra revenue. So that's a plus point because that revenue will flow again for those families, and you can see your favorite actor. Now, is that ethical? I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that. Some people argue yes, some people argue no.
What do you argue?
Oh, hey, ask me my personal feeling?
Yeah.
I think every time there's a big revolutionary shift in technology, we do see the benefits of it. This is a very big benefit. I mean, you're seeing someone that's passed away.
And making money out of it? I mean, I think that's where
I think the families making money off of it is definitely good. I'm not sure if, to be honest, I don't know how audiences are going to react to it. Would I personally want to see it? Yes, I probably would want to see that personally. I don't know if other people would agree with that.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to, I mean, I don't know if I would also want to see it, but I think I would definitely go to see it.
I think the curiosity is definitely
curiosity
there that I could generate this. And talking about generating content, there's another part of this that I'm not sure if production companies have thought about or have worked on, but think of some of your favorite shows. Let's say it's Friends or The Office.
Friends.
I believe Friends was on for something like 10 seasons. I could be wrong. 10 seasons, right? Imagine watching 11th season of Friends.
Okay, I just got goosebumps right now.
And just generating that. So all of those actors could license their likeness to the production company that would go out and license that show to a Netflix or Amazon Prime, and you can go watch a season 11, a season 12, 13, 14.
That would be amazing because I do still watch Friends, and I watched it for the millionth time. And now imagine watching like a new...
So in this case, I envision it would be the production company that actually doesn't let you generate that content with those actors in real time, but actually create season 11, season 12, season 13 without the entire production. Now, again, this is 10 to 15 years out, but I see that the industry is going that way because we're already working with avatars and generating this content in Architect. We're actually working with conversational avatars. So you can talk to my avatar. Today, we can talk to my avatar in the office and ask questions about Architect. You said I thought I would be talking to your avatar. Obviously, you weren't going to be talking to my avatar today, but it's a reality today. You could talk to my avatar and ask questions about our company, ask questions about the AI industry, how it will affect my industry, and get those answers. And that's already there today.
And you also have another agency, alltalentagency.com. And so basically, which is a job marketplace for the people in the entertainment business, right? How is now that going to work for you? Because those are your real actors that you're providing jobs to.
Well, we created this online portal. Again, it's an online jobs marketplace. It's a software that we created. Uses a lot of AI to connect people from the entertainment industry to jobs. And we have created over thousands of jobs for people that would not have had them. And we have singers, we have dancers, comedians, we have all types of entertainers that create profiles and look for these jobs.
People.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That look for these jobs. Over 100,000 of them, in fact,
So what's
that are
gonna
registered
happen to them?
with us. We're trying to educate through our platform that there's going to be a long-term shift. And like I told you, start with this 100% I'm doing, this 100% work that I'm doing the way that I'm doing it right now, to maybe start playing with creating their AI avatars and maybe do 10% of AI generated content, eventually moving to 20, 30, 40%. Be ready with your work and have that going on in the background so it doesn't hit them one day when other people are doing it. So we're trying to educate.
So do you think this is something your agency could also help with for the actors?
Absolutely.
Because then I think it's the right time to join your agency.
Well, we don't run as an agent. It's not an agency. I would think of it more, it's a jobs marketplace. So more like a LinkedIn or like an Indeed for the jobs marketplace. So we don't actually coordinate any jobs on our own, but we try to match. People can go create their profiles and then look for jobs in their area of other people that are looking to hire a singer for their budget. So
that's good.
And it's All Talent. That's alltalent.com. Like I said, has generated over thousands of jobs using this system that we've created for people.
In a way, you can think of it. I mean, even before the AI came in, that's a system that you already created. Right?
Yeah.
It's like an AI kind of a system. Just
well, we didn't know.
connecting
We were actually integrated. We actually integrated AI to help match these jobs way before the AI boom.
That's what
It was actually one of our first softwares that alltalent.com was one of the first softwares that we created. I didn't know that we would venture off and build all of these other AI products as well at that time. 10 years ago when we were
This is why I
doing
knew
this.
that it's the right time to be talking to you. Because you see the future, what's 10 years ahead. And some of us don't. Like for me, I was very concerned. No, but for me, I was very concerned. And now talking to you, I feel I've got nothing to be concerned about. Can AI predict the success of a show or a movie? Like my show is coming out.
Okay.
And is there any way that I could probably use AI to already predict that other people going to love it? Or is it something
it's a great idea.
Love it?
There are existing tools that you could use. You could easily train an AI model or create a product that it won't predict the success, but what it would do is use data. So it can actually analyze your entire show and use data points from previous successful shows and get and understand why they were successful, what audiences reacted to well, and then compare that to yours and give you a probability of how successful your show is. Of course, there are other factors that are involved, like which platform, how many viewers on that platform, all of those. You can also give it that additional information and it can kind of guess the probability of how successful it would be. So you have more information than you would have had before.
And this is something which we could have done in the pre-production stage as well.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of companies are going to be doing that now.
Okay, time for so now, what if studios start training AI on their entire content library to create new IP?
Well, this goes back to the thing that I said about watching shows, right? Like Friends or Season 11, another season of The Office, your favorite shows. One of the most annoying things for me is when that show ends and I'm like, I want to see what happens next. Well, now maybe I would be able to see what happens next.
And do you think you'll be able to write your own plots also? And
I guess it would be, I don't know the answer to that, but I know the capabilities of the AI models or what their capabilities would be based on what it is right now. So, like I said, it could either be the production house that says, we will generate the next few seasons and give it to these online platforms, or they can say, create your own, generate your own next season, or generate your next movie. I don't know if it'll happen for shows with the next season, but I do envision that for like movies that are created. I think an entire production house can upload all of their data, all of their intellectual property, and say, go ahead and create it. And every time it's created, they earn some revenue. The streaming platform earns some revenue. The actors that are involved in that also, because they're licensing their likeness, will earn some revenue. So I think there's an entire ecosystem here that's going to be built, generating revenue, having easier access.
Like passive income also, in a way, right, for actors.
Yes, yes, of course. Passive income and this entire new ecosystem will be built. So AI will take some jobs, but also create this entire new system that didn't exist before.
But then what about film schools?
I think film schools are still going to be there because, like I said before, like we were discussing before, I believe that offline shows, these live plays, are going to be bigger and bigger productions than they are currently.
Right.
And instead of going to a Broadway or one specific place in Mumbai, instead of going to Geo and watching it, I believe there's going to be traveling shows.
Wow.
Like there used to be before TV. That used to be a big thing. There used to be traveling shows.
So in a way, we are also going back in time as much as we are going forward.
Yeah, the entire industry will shift. New jobs will be created. New opportunities will be created for the people that were working behind the scenes in a production might work behind the scenes in a live show now.
Wow. But then if you look at the whole, when you're making a series, right? There's also a lot of crew that's involved when they're making it. So, and I'm not talking about something that you just make online or on the computer, but what about on the real sets? Livelihoods of the crew people.
Well, so I think they would shift then to some of these live shows. New opportunities will be created.
New opportunities will get created.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Pretty much you've answered all my questions. And I think I'm quite at peace with it. And I do have like one last question that I want to like really talk to you about, which is, for filmmakers and media pros, what's the best way to prepare for an industry where AI is a big player? How do you prepare for that?
For filmmakers and
anybody in the media, because that's what my entire job thing is. What's the best way to prepare for it? Like you've told me, as an actor, I should start looking into creating AI content of myself, which will eventually become big.
Yeah, and
right?
you'll be one of the first people to do it.
But not everybody can do that. Probably a director.
Everybody can do it.
Everybody? Okay.
Everyone can do it. What does it mean to be? So I think the question stumped me a little bit because I was thinking about what would be the role of a director in the future.
Yeah.
Short-term directors will do what they're doing. And start integrating some AI, directing AI parts of the movie that will be integrated into the movie, right? But eventually, I think the director is going to be the prompt engineer that is behind a screen that's generating this entire movie. In a way, we'll all be directors eventually of what type of movie we want to watch. I know it's not the same same thing as being behind a camera and doing an entire production, but I believe the best directors are going to be the ones that know how to create or generate, I should say, movies better than anybody else would.
I wonder if film sets are going to be left anymore or not. Studios, like when we want to go watch a film or shooting, we cross that, we go to Film City, we do all of that. I just wonder if that's ever going to be left now that everything is going to be on computer and AI generated.
Maybe it'll shift. Maybe film sets will start utilizing that space for practice for these live performances that are going to become bigger and bigger productions.
I'm hearing you're saying live performances a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plays. Yeah.
Noted. All right. Sonny, thank you so much, really. It was such a pleasure to talk to you and gain so much insight.
I'm glad we could do this. I'm glad we could do this.
I'm glad we found the time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was you and not your AI avatar, because I feel the next time it's going to be your AI avatar.
Maybe. Let's see what happens.
Generate something for me also.
Absolutely. We'll definitely help create your likeness.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.